All right. I think everything's working. Great. So let me double check that I'm live on YouTube. Yes, live on YouTube, live on Twitch. Everything is looking good, and I think I've sorted out chat, so it's now all places go to one chat and all places work. So this is great for me. I feel I don't know. I've won for the day. Um yeah, so last time we left off, I had just cast this mold, and now that I have read the instructions, I know what went wrong, which is fine. I was okay with failing, but the reason I'm calling this a fail, even though you can see that I have cast pieces, is the material that I used to sculpt my original pieces is a UV resin, I guess. It's just these UV nail products, but they interfere with the platinum catalyst in the silicon that I got. Another thing that interferes with the um, curing is silicon itself. So using the silicon mat, I now have a permanent sticky, tacky layer on top that is never going to quite cure. That's okay. I'm not really going to need to save this for years and years. So I can get my I can get my project done and then be done with this. So I have been molding them. I need the most of the little one. And you can see it's pretty good. I used some in black. And then I realized that I only have so much material. So I started using clear, and I also have been using the Nails by Dev Groovy Glob Gel. It's really useful. So I've been putting it in here. I have one that's cured. It's pretty easy to pull out. Okay, pop. And here's my molded piece. So that makes, I have them in stacks of 5, 5, 10, 15, 17 that I have molded now. I want to have a lot. So, that's why I'm a little bit worried about running out of material, because I still have the whole Elesh Norn to make. And I want to have enough for that. So, this ring, I'm still kind of trying to figure out exactly how I want to make it. I have some necklace chains that I never use, but I think look somewhat robotic, especially this one. Ugh. It looks very snaky to me. So, what I'm thinking about is coiling it along with some wire that will hold the shape, and then doing spinal kind of beads along there, and then sticking these on. Well, it won't be on the middle finger. It'll be on the ring finger, something like this, and then coiling up the nail. And then let's see. Yeah, so these will go along. Now, in between my fingers, that wouldn't be very pleasant. So another thing that I want to make is spines like you see in the foreground of Elesh Norn. And they're sort of flat and they don't have the middle bit. So to make those, I'm going to use, um, I'm gonna use either, I haven't decided if plastic card or, I think this one still has, no. I can use builder gel, put it out very flat, and then cut it to, say, a template so they're all the same. And that might be the best way to go. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I need a total of, I have no idea, total of a lot. So I'm going to use the non-stick hand builder gel. And that's kind of funny because by non-stick hand, I was hoping it meant no wipe. It doesn't. No wipe means that it'll dry without a sticky layer on top. No stick hand means that if you want to expose yourself to allergens, it won't stick to your hand. So, I don't find that feature very useful. But if you see something that says no stick hand, you know that it's going to be moldable and keep its shape and sculptable. So I guess there's that. I'm just gonna roll this out like a little log and then flatten it between two sheets. This is more than I need. It's gonna make a huge, huge little snake-like thing. So I'm gonna separate one of them off. Okay, that bit's going weird. I want it all to be roughly the same width. Okay. And oh well, I'll grab another sheet. I start streaming and Indian arrives. Is that what's going on? Oh hi, Cassiax, welcome. Guess what? I am using a different app, and or plugin. So YouTube is working. At least the chat is. So yay, there's that. People can use whichever they want. The reason I really care about YouTube being working is it saves the videos into its own little section of live. So if I were to export from Twitch to YouTube, for example, it goes into the normal long format section. And I want that to be for nice edited videos. So got it working. Super happy about all that. I think there's closed captions everywhere available. So that makes me very happy. Actually, I watch a lot of things and Twitch with closed captions on, if that's an option, and no sound. So, there's that. And I have a mold. It is sticky. and that is because I used I used the silicon mat as the base that inhibited curing right at the surface, and because these are UV resin, I guess they are also incompatible. So the mold was a bit sticky, but it still works. It's not. Ooh, maybe I won't use that one. Um, it's not as perfect as I want, but because the mold basically got a little bit bigger, I can file everything down pretty quickly, and it still is saving me a lot of time. And happily, the very small one molded pretty well. So I have all these little caltrop looking things, and they are same size, same shape, and pretty good. As long as I'm very careful about avoiding bubbles when I poke my product down into the tip, it's going pretty well. So I have about 20 of those now, and some of these. The next size up, this one looks really nice. The original mold, but the it got very uh hmm, rounded. So I might make a new mold of these. Um, when you're using UV resin, 3D printed resin, um, or apparently nail products for your original sculpting, you should use a tin curing silicone, which I now know. Oh, hi Wendy, did I miss? So this mold, I'm going over how I made some molds. Um, and so it worked, but not as well as if I had used the right type of silicone. So, anyways, I'm on my way to making a whole bunch of these. Hey, how was your stream, Wendy? Welcome. Um, I saw you're live, but I was busy trying to get chat set up. Anyways, yeah. So I'm on my way to making a ring. This little snake that I've rolled out is gonna be it's gonna be for the caltrops on the side. Ugh, come out. I really like these little sticky things. The sticky things are great for stamping, so I guess I'm gonna have to stamp something quick later tonight to use that. And these are really useful for sculpting, so I had saved a bunch of these um, sticker sheets from when I was using the tape sheets for stamping, and now I'm out of the sticker sheets. So if I balance my projects properly, I think they'll get used up nicely. Oh no, you had major tech issues. Well, no major issues. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. It went well. That's nice. Yeah. I think you and I are both kind of in the figuring out the flow and setup stage. But yeah, your streams looked really nice the last few times. Okay. Why did it do that? Just gonna try and gently put it back down. Cool. Smooth it out again. Pull it off more Oh, come on. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna cure that and see what I get. Not with this bit, though. Okay, so my idea is to take this along with some wires so it looks like a cable bundle and have it do something cool along a nail. And then because it'll have wires on it, it should bend along with my finger. Just weird tech, like my stream elements goals, images. Disappeared midstream, that's weird. Oh, you're using stream elements. Okay. I did swap to OBS and I'm really happy with it. But stream elements, Google says is not as intensive on your resources. It's just OBS is a lot more open source add-ons friendly in that it is open source add-ons friendly. And stream elements, you have to it has many add-ons that you can use and do whatever you want with, but you have to pay them for it. So I don't know. I went OBS. Bree uses OBS. I think Fanatic here uses OBS to record her, what's it? The other thing. Her podcast. Brain fart. Anyways, I'm sorry that your goal images disappeared midstream. That's really weird. Whoop. Okay. I'm awake now. But I don't have wire with me, so I guess I'm still gonna keep making components. But if I have like a spinal piece and then a little gap with the wire bundle or chain bundles, and then another spine piece, I think it will give flexibility. Oh, you use OBS too. Oh, Stream Elements. Ah, I'm a goober. That's the web app. Okay. Right. I use Stream Elements also. Rewatched yet to see when. That's so weird. There's so many apps. Sorry about that. I got your web app mixed up with your OBS. Okay. Yeah, Streamlabs. I had that Streamlabs and Stream Elements. I had those mixed up. Okay. So here's that, and I need to wipe it off. It all runs together, sure. It sure does. Also, like in miniature painting, like Dark Sword, Warhammer, everything has like dark or sword or war in it. So we used to joke about starting up a miniature company called Dark War Sword. Everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that." I think I made this too thin. Yeah, I did. But it's also way too thin. Okay. So, I'm going to do more on it. I'm going to take oops. This, actually I'll use a proper palette knife. I'm going to roll it into a log again, and then I'm going to put it down on the other log and sort of make it thicker that way. And I won't squish it as flat this time. 1 second. Oops. Oh my. I've now I've bumped my phone a few times. Okay. I'm going to put these back in the box because I need to rummage around and find my wire, and I'm not sure exactly where it is, so that's not going to happen tonight. Um but I will probably stream tomorrow making I'm doing it. Sorry. Making the thing. Okay. Okay, come here. Stuff is not the easiest material to work with that I've ever used, by the way. Um, it's really, really sticky. Okay. I'm trying to clean off this tip really, really well to give it less to stick to. And come on, squish out. That's okay. You can do it. Oh my gosh. uh, adventure. This flung across my desk. Okay. Let's. Is the back of these sheets usable? That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna take this and just kind of roll it across so it gets flatter than if I use my finger. That's thicker. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how many I'm gonna want, but I know that I want to have these little spiny things on a few fingernails and at least one ring. Definitely. And then I guess I could start doing the thumb. Oop. Let's see. So for the thumb, I have these super long stilettos. Bree would approve, I'm sure. And it fits pretty well. So I'm just going to use a Sharpie, I think, and sort of sketch out how I want the sculpting and how I want everything to sort of go. And I know I want a big one. Maybe it can start here and go. Do I want it to go around and then back on? Nah. Let's just have it go like this. And then I want a little one let's see. That's right-handed. Cool. And it has a major and minor axis. And so I would hope that it's reminiscent of DNA. But it won't immediately be like, you won't look at it and go, oh, that's DNA. But it fits the profile. So I think this, I want to have it go farther that way. And then, okay. So I have sort of a sketch. Let's see. I need to head off. Have a good rest of your. Oh! Okay, great. Cheers, Wendy. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you later. And I need to also message you and get your address for sending your polish, the God Gamer special polish that we mixed up for her. Yeah, I want to get into some sculpting. So I'm going to use black because it's easy to see. I've already used up probably half. I've kept the aluminum on to help protect from stray light. Yeah, it's gone quickly, so no more big black pieces getting molded. Let's make actually, how do I want to do this? I think I want to do a larger snake and lay it down and then sculpt that snake with texture instead of making it from individual pieces. Okay. Oh, when Wendy did the emotes, did they show up all over the Elesh Norn reference material? Because I also added in an app that has emotes bounce, but I didn't have it go all over my screen just to keep it a little bit contained and editable for later content. I need to move my trainer tape. So I've started putting down blue sticky tape at the edge of the. Oh, that's much higher up than I thought it was. Okay. At the edge of my filming area so that I know to stay in it. Okay. Up, up. Okay. I'm gonna put on gloves because I'm just getting so tempted to touch it. Glove donning ASMR for you. Sorry about that. There. You put the other one farther from the mic. Okay. No. to lay along this path. Now, I wonder if I want to incorporate some of those jewelry bits, or if I even want to use the jewelry bits at all, because I think this stuff is probably pretty pretty bendable. I don't know. I think getting some work done on this will be good so that I have a basis for making other plans. Okay. Um, so I guess I'm gonna chop this up into a bunch of bigger spots. And I want it to be kind of at a slant. I'm gonna change where the camera is because that's not as ergonomic for me. Okay. And now going back down the other side. Now I'm gonna stick on, I think, some of these. Front ways. I'm gonna skip and do every other one. Ooh. Try and use some that are better cleaned up. I cleaned some up and haven't cleaned them all. That one's not cleaned. I think I can do it later afterwards, but let's get the best ones. Let's see. Where's the roll? The spine going. Okay, so that's the front. There. Oh, it's not the right angle. Okay. Wait a second. Is that front or back? Have I gone through so many of these already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to make so many of these for this project. That's okay. Okay, this looks really cool, by the way. Look at that. I'm really pleased. I haven't used any of the bigger ones. Oops. I don't think I can fix that. I think I'm only going to use the bigger ones on the ring. It would be really cool. Oh well. No, no. We're just using the little ones. I need to clean that one up a little more. No, that's okay. It's good. I'm so chuffed with how this is going. What? It looks vaguely spiny. Like a spine, too. Vaguely. Alright. I don't know if these are usable. These were the first couple that I made. They might still have sticky silicone on them. Mm. Okay. I'm pleased with that. That's going to be so cool once it's painted. Let me just fuss with the angles and then I'll cure it. Yes. Oh, that's my husband sneezing in the background. Thanks. Jason says gesundheit. Okay. What? Okay, I'm going to cure that. I'm so pleased. Okay, this is now something that I can cut into pieces. Doesn't feel sticky. Okay. Yeah. So the instructions that I was skimming do actually say that it's not compatible with the material that I was using or with the silicon. So what I should have done is molded it, say, using this as the background, like maybe one of these. I'm sure it would come off nicely from the ceramic tile. And use a tin base curing thing. So I've ordered some tin silicone. Sorry, silicon's the element. And I'll use that going forward with this kind of thing. But where is it? The mold where I made the little coins turned out great. I'm just not sure where it is. Oh, found it. Here it is. Has lots of really good detail. Turned out really well. So there's that. Okay. Oh, how cool is this? So cool. Rawr. Thumb of Doom. Okay. Yeah, I really like that detail along the side. Can you see how that's cut in there? I'll make it like a little red. How many casts of the coins? I don't know. A fair few. If you want, you can have it and try. Um, I'd either send it to you or you could come play board games with us some Friday. I know Cassie acts in real life. Okay. Not on the spikes. So this is going to be a red, sinewy, yucky thing. It'll be great. Oh my goodness. Get off. Okay. Um, but I've cast 20 of these little things now, and the mold still seems fine. And that is probably going to be a much more um, difficult thing to mold or demold because it's spiky. Maybe it'll stick better to this. Okay. So I want these to be slim and sinewy. So you can see that there's multiple layers, or multiple little snakes, I guess. It's supposed to be like human muscle. There is concept art, or actually one of the cards of her. It has like huge pillars of mm, sinew, muscle, gross stuff. It's icky, okay? No, that's not working. Okay. Why is it sticky? Okay. I want this to go from there, then down along the bottom. It has a mind of its own. Alright, so that's where it's gonna go. Cool. Okay. The Phyrexians. And she's the white Phyrexian. Seriously. Like, that's the faction with angels and knights and like African savannah and chick who just wants to liberate you from your skin. It's actually funny because when this competition was announced, my let's see, I was like, well, first I misread it and I thought you had 2 days instead of a month and 2 days, and I was like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then I was looking up art, and I'm like, hey, ooh, tell me if there's anything cool in magic that would work. And he was like, yeah, what about this character? And I'm like, oh, I just pulled up a picture of her. Okay. So it was pretty obvious that she's the right concept art for this. Um ugh, so far outside of my normal comfort zone. And I'm struggling to get this tiny. Maybe I can. Oop. I'm gonna grab one of these, which is from Frosthaven. Uh, and see how snaky I can make it. No, that's just making it flat. Okay. Oops. Okay. You know what? I should probably cure it before I bump it again. Okay. Do you play Magic, Cassiax? Ooh, that looks kind of cool. With a little. I think I'm gonna see if I can um somehow preserve that and stick it on the nail. Okay. Cool. So then, let's see if I can stick. You know what? I can cure this. I'm gonna cure that and then stick it on after curing instead of destroying it, trying to get it to move. Okay. This is gonna be awesome. Okay. Yeah, these are on securely. I'm pretty chuffed with this. I'm also going to have a look and see if I can find my proper miniature diamond files because that will make this easier. Do. Yeah, this will work. Feels good though, finally starting to make something. Okay. Oops. That one didn't quite get molded all the way to the tip. So instead of having a gap, I want to just file it and and straighten it. And it's the very end one, so it's okay if it's a little shorter. Maybe even preferable. Mm. Then I want to clip it, make it pointy. Better. Okay. Yes. So I'm probably going to do like a gray mottled background. And then I can have the red and the metal bits pop out. So I want these to look really metallic. And I think I'm going to use my miniature paints on them to make it shaded and highlighted and very crisp. But I don't know, I can probably use the same techniques with gels. Like that's what I've been doing lately. Going back and forth. Okay. Yes. So cool. Let me pull this bit out. This is gonna go. Oh, it turns the wrong way. Let's play with some options. Okay. You can shorten it and have it go out there, and I like that. Okay. So I'm just going to take off a little bit and then test it and then take off a little more. Because I can't add it back on. But it's too tall, so I'm going to shorten it. Okay, still needs to be shorter. Okay. I don't actually want it hanging out over the edge. Can I bend it? How bendy is this? Oops, it's breaky. Okay. Noted. Okay, so I'm going to shorten it. And then flatten it again. And then I think this is going to fit just fine. Oh, come on. Get off my tweezers. Okay. I think I know where it's going to go. So I'm going to take a little bit of clear gel. Yeah, this one. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to stick it in here. To act as my glue. I'm actually okay with it sticking up, just not so much out. But that's actually pretty darn cool. So, yeah, it can stay there. I just want to make sure it's in securely. And I know I broke it, so I want to put more in to sort of secure it so I don't have it break apart on me. Okay. That's a lot, though. Okay, I'm just sort of packing this in. Great. Okay. So I think that's the thumb sculpted, and I think it looks pretty badass. Like, I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. Okay. It does look creepy. Yeah, so like at least I'll have, a thumb done. I'm hesitant to do any of the fingers until I have Eilish Norn done. And um that's going to take a little while. It is finished printed, so I ordered a miniature that I'm going to base, like uses the basis and make molds of her and use these parts and like a molding process. Which I asked about in the announcement and I didn't get a reply, and the rules state use the material. So I'm going to be heavily converting it. It's not going to be just stick a model on your finger and call it done. Um, so I think it is in the spirit of the competition and not cheating, even in the words of the competition. So, um, and like the majority of it, even though these pieces are molded, I sculpted them, and uh, I'm I'm basically using the 3D print to like get some texture mostly and make sure that my proportions are right. Anyways, I think they will look really cool and be worth doing even if they get disqualified because like I'm going to do my best, but there are amazing nail artists out there and it's not like I am any big name myself. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. We did get Indian. I think I'm gonna leave off here. I might impromptu stream later. I probably will tomorrow. Um, So yeah, this month is gonna be a little bit odd for a schedule, but I'll just do my best to get as much done as I can by the 24th and have it be like crazy over the top. So anyway, this is going to be red sinew. This is going to be like a spine snake. I'm calling them spinal snakes. And then I'll put details in there. Anyways, take care and let me see if there's yes, always raid, Amy. Let me get in that habit. I don't I don't have number of viewers turned on or anything. So I don't know if there's any lurkers. Nope. But I'm still gonna raid. Let's see. Colette. We'll we'll raid Colette. Oops. Uh do do do. Well, I can stop on YouTube, but let's see.